Welcome to the Glover Report right here on WPBnetworks.com. I want to tell you we have the greatest engineered production team in the entire world. In addition to Frank and April Johnson, we have Darnell Lee, the master engineer. We have Jordan Smith, all the way from Howard University. And we have Joy S. Adams. My name's Donnie Glover. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Donnie Glover, the Glover Report, both on Facebook and then on Twitter. Donnie Be More News 1. Damitra, let me tell you about this lady. She sells shoes, not pants, not shirts. She sells shoes, all kinds of shoes. Shoe Fest, a shoe extravaganza every single day with a smile. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Donnie?
You like the set?
Yes, it's wonderful. I really like it. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Okay. She's going to be a vendor at the Black Wall Street Business Expo coming up on Saturday, May 16th. And we are just excited to have her.
I'm excited that you asked me. I really am.
Tell them what you do.
I'm glad to finally be working with with you. But I'm Damitra Sorden-Viera. I'm the owner of Souls for Divas Shoe Boutique for women. Women's shoes only, fellas. I'll be coming later with the men's shoes, but for right now, I got to do the women.
She said that last year.
Did you just
I told her about some alligators. She's
did
like,
you just put me out there? This year,
you said you had some alligators for me.
Yeah, I'm finally working on it. I just got to get some fellas that are not too bougie to try it out. Fellas are bougie too. Come on now. They are.
Well, alligator shoes it's not a small investment. It's expensive. So,
exactly.
Yeah. You're saying, oh, you run into some cheap guys. Oh, you get what you pay for now. There's no compromise. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, Damitra. If you meet a person who's cheap on their feet, get away from them.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be around. If they cheap on their feet, they are cheap on anything and anybody.
Absolutely, I agree.
I wouldn't want them coming to my church. They ain't gonna chip. They ain't tipping. They ain't sharing. They ain't tithing. Their feet hurt. Richard Pryor said years ago, you want to get somebody to tell the truth, put a pair of shoes on them a size and a half too small.
And they will tell you if their feet hurt.
So can you give me some shoe wearing tips? I see women in these shoes, and the shoe look too damn big.
That's the shoes that
But they cute. They can't walk. It's not like they're taking steps. It's like they slide.
My biggest pet peeve or tip is know your shoe size. Women, we can go from either a half a size under, depending on the cut, or half a size above your normal size. Only because the way the shoe is. A shoe can be cut small or it can be cut too big. And if it's cut too big, you would have to go down a size. If it's cut too small, you would have to go up a size. The biggest thing is a lot of women that I see now that it's spring has finally sprung.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes. One of the things is lady needs to make sure that your feet are done if you want to wear the peep toe shoe.
Let's start with the basics. Make sure you put some soap and water on them.
Yes.
You just presuming that that's just done.
No,
I don't take anything for granted. Soap and water first and foremost, and then use whatever. We had the beauty people on last week, so whether you got your own products or some bought products, put some damn grease on them toes.
Absolutely.
Should be coming out with a husk.
Absolutely. Ash.
You want to turn a man off? Let him see them toes. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Now, some people don't care about the toes.
That's true.
I know some big boys, they ain't looking at no toes. They can't see their toes. They sure ain't going to look at your toes. But us, smaller dudes, we going to peep them toes.
Absolutely.
Them toes ain't right.
And I would hope that a man would make sure that his lady's feet is done at all times.
Yeah, even if it is not.
That's right.
And dude, all you need is some white socks, soap and water, and Vaseline. I know we had the show last week with all the natural products and people make their stuff, but I'm saying at very minimum, dude, wash and put that Vaseline on, throw them white socks on overnight.
And
But
rub
you
her
gotta
feet down.
Yeah, you gotta. Okay, yeah, you gotta rub the feet.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wearing heels is a job. So at the end of the day,
I don't know, because I ain't never had on no
your
heels.
feet may not hurt, but it's just the relaxation and the comfort that your man can rub your feet. You just gave a quick tip. Lotion or the infamous Vaseline. They both work the same.
Rub the feet, brothers.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, do the sister rub brothers' feet?
Absolutely, I do.
Oh, okay.
It ain't my cup of tea, but you know, I do. I would prefer him go to get his feet done with me, but you can't get too many brothers in the salon to get your feet done. He said, "Nah, it's not happening."
You not going?
But
I
there's
go.
nothing wrong with it. There's
I
nothing
go,
wrong
but
with it.
I had an experience with it with an Asian lady. It was an Asian lady. She looked at me and my feet, kind of like I was short. Like, I gotta touch this. Me no touchy. Yeah, you touching.
She gonna touch it because she gonna get paid to touch
Yeah.
it. She gonna put her gloves on and be happy with the
So kind of like,
transaction.
yeah, I do know.
And I bet you she talked in her language about your feet. But you sat there and took it, didn't you?
I talk smack right back there to her. As soon as she start talking another language, I start talking another language. Start talking some pig Latin on her. You hear me?
Oh my gosh.
So we both talk about each other. But I
There
couldn't
it
look
is.
on her face like,
There.
Papa Song, tighten up.
Oh. But one of the important things is now that spring has sprung is to make sure the ladies' feet are done. And when you're wearing a peep toe shoe, one of the biggest things is I would hate to see a woman with her foot hanging over the top of that shoe. That's not cute. That's not cute. You did not wear the shoe, or you wore the shoe wore you. Your feet is hanging over the edge.
In other words, if this is the shoe and these are the toes,
You know if you feel
they gotta match. Because if they go over like that, they look like talons.
Exactly.
And that's on an eagle. Not a good look, sir.
Absolutely. You know if your feet has touched that cement.
Whoa! Y'all, whoa! You ever heard that?
Yo, the toes bungee jumping.
The toes are bungee jumping. Woo!
Or if that space is only supposed to be your first two toes. Come on now. Yeah, I'm going there. Yeah, I'm going there. But it happens. And we got to check that. You got to make sure your footwear is up to par. So being as though your footwear needs to be up to par, you need to call Souls for Divas. I'll help you on that.
What's that number?
443-414-6215.
Okay. Spring has sprung and no creepy toes. What's selling hot now?
The booty is the hottest selling thing. The booty. That does not go all the way up the leg.
She said the booty. Now, I'm just from the streets of Baltimore.
B-O-O.
Please explain what you mean by the booty.
B-O-O-T-I-E.
That's about how you spell it.
No, the booty, the women's booty that you talking about is the B-O-O-T-Y. The women's peep toe booty or enclosed booty is B-O-O-T-I-E. That's the difference. That's the booty
They
that
don't
may
teach this
go.
stuff in college, folks.
It does not go all the way up the leg. It goes like a 3/4 up the leg.
Now, is it a boot or sandal?
It's a boot, but it can be a sandal as well.
Okay.
Because they make them in the sandal style as well.
And that's popular?
Yes, that's a popular thing nowadays. Because you have the women that have big calves. And they can't always fit into a certain type of boot. You're guaranteed to fit in a booty.
Oh.
Because it doesn't go all the way up the leg. It goes closer towards your ankle, but it's also sexy as well.
Oh.
Yes.
And then you can wear that with a dress, skirt,
Yep.
jeans?
Yep.
Okay.
Dress, skirt, jeans, a blazer.
So what do we think of a woman who's got on Ugg boots when it's hot outside?
You all the way wrong.
All the way
All
wrong.
the way wrong.
Wow, you ever hear that? All the way
And
wrong.
you're all the way wrong.
Sure enough.
I went to California and I did see women with Ugg boots on. Not my cup of tea.
Oh yeah? I mean, was
Oh yeah. It was nice. It was about 80 degrees when I went to California, and there was women
that's the style in
in Ugg
California?
boots with shorts on and a tank top.
Okay.
You will not find ever find Damitra Sorden-Viera in some Ugg boots and some shorts. Never. That's a fashion no for me.
What are other things that we need to get people straight about in the realm of footwear? Any other things come to mind? Well, we talked about what's selling hot now.
Yes, the booty is definitely hot.
Anything carried over from last year? Any new styles coming on the horizon from other countries, maybe?
Different styles. The pointy toe heel is definitely coming in this summer. In flats as well, which I'm starting to see. A lot of the heavy set women like that as well. So that's good for them, as well as smaller women.
I never even thought of it like that. Wow. So if the sister is a little heavy, she's less likely to be in high heels.
Yes, definitely. Some women that don't, no shade at all. I do run into a lot of full-figured women that are able to embrace the heel very well. But then you have the ones that do not choose to wear heels because they're not comfortable.
They say, I ain't going to be able to do it.
Exactly. So, of course, we have something for them as well.
As opposed to slippers.
Exactly. Or the Uggs.
That wouldn't look nice. They ain't wearing Uggs with dresses, are they? Ooh.
We're going to leave that alone.
Ooh.
We're going to leave that alone.
Okay. Wow. So, suede, leather, the skins. What else? Colors.
Colors are very popular. I'm finding the blues, the teals. Yellow is even popular this year. Believe it or not. The coral is a definite color this year. Even greens. So definitely.
How long have you been selling shoes now?
I have been selling shoes for about 3 to 4 years. I got into it because of the fact I became a breast cancer survivor now.
Praise the Lord.
So I felt as though I was a model before. I love fashion. Why not incorporate the two?
And make money.
Exactly. I had more than enough downtime when I was going through the breast cancer. So I figured it's time to make this a business.
Wow.
Shoes have been something that I always loved to do. So why not be an entrepreneur and incorporate it with women and bring motivation along with it?
Oh, well, tell me about this motivation.
Well, the name of my business is Souls for Divas. My tagline, as well as my vision statement, is accessorizing your walk while dazzling your destiny. Meaning we will accessorize your feet. Yes, we will hook them feet up. But the most important is motivating the soul. And that's what I do when I go to women's empowerment events, speaking for breast cancer survivors as well as non-survivors.
What's the shot of hope for breast cancer survivors that you share?
Healing. Healing is the most important for me.
What do men need to understand if their woman is in that situation?
To be very supportive. Support is the most important when you're dealing with breast cancer, because during that time you can fall apart and also you can rise above it. But I let women know there is healing after pain. There is beauty after pain. One of the things, now that you're talking about it, one of the things that I had a backlash of last year, being now that in this September I will be a 2-year breast cancer survivor. Last year I posted a picture, yes,
Praise the
on
Lord.
social media. It was a topless picture. That's what I chose to do. That's how I embraced it. It was very in good taste, but it showed there was beauty after pain. And that was most important to me. I got a backlash. A lot of people was like, oh, you're supposed to be a wife, a mother, a business owner.
So this is another level.
Okay, did you experience that? Did you walk my walk?
So they don't know.
Exactly. Unless you walk my walk,
You have no idea.
you have no idea. My husband didn't have a problem with it. God didn't have a problem with it, because if he did, he wouldn't have left me here.
What's the positive that came out of it?
Look at me. No, messing with you. But I was able to talk to other women.
Tell me about that. Did it open the door? I mean, did it like flood coming at you?
Yes. Because a lot of people keep looking at me and saying, once I started talking about it and I was able to tell my story, and yes, I was able to keep what's mine, what I was born with. I didn't have any surgery, so I'm blessed to say that. It opened a lot of floodgates. I talk at churches now. More women want to know the statistics. Can black
Give us
women
some
under
statistics.
black women under 30? Because it was usually, oh well, women. It's always women 40 and above that get it. No, not at all. I know someone as young as 22.
We posted a story on the fan page about Depro.
Pavera.
Yeah. And it opened up the floodgates as to the results of taking
The
Depo.
Depo Pavera.
Black women started talking, and I guess with some white women in there, but I saw most of them I knew were black women, but just comment after comment after comment associating, for me, and I'm not a doctor, but I thought I saw it associating certain birth control with cancer.
It's a possibility. I can say for me, I'm one that did take Depo Pavera. I have yet, as of my doctors, have yet to say, have they been quite associated? It sounds like it a lot. I would say 9 times out of 10, or I'm not going to say 9 times out of 10 because I'm not a doctor. I'll say 6 times out of 10. To me, a lot of the cases of
What does
younger
your
women.
gut tell you?
My gut tells me yes.
See, that intuition
My gut tells
has
me
led
yes.
a bunch of people to freedom.
Because of the fact that I took it for so long, and then once I stopped taking it, years later, this pops up out of nowhere. Yes, I've had a family member that passed away from breast cancer. However, I was taking Depo-Provera for a long time. More than what I should have. Double the dose that I should have even be taking. So yes, a lot of black women have taken it. Even white women have taken the Depo-Provera shot. And it increases certain things in your body. If you're smaller, you're a little bit bigger. You like it. But it has a backlash in reference to what it can do to your body. It pulls the calcium out your bones. It creates some high blood pressure for some women because you gain more weight. There's a lot of negative things to the Depo-Provera shot.
That are not, women aren't warned about these things ahead of time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Take the Depo. I remember I went to Dunbar. It was a heavy push for people to take birth control.
It's less. To most women, you don't have to pop a pill. So it's like, oh, yeah, why not? I'm going to get this shot once every 3 months.
It's not that simple.
Not that simple.
Okay, so getting back to Souls for Divas, let's get that famous commercial. I want you to look into the camera and tell them why they need to come holler at you. Buy them shoes, y'all.
We will make sure that your feet are neat and up to par. Holla at your girl, Damitra Sorden-Viera, Souls for Divas. That's SOLES, the number 4, DIVAS.com, 443-414-6215. We will definitely accessorize your walk by dazzling your destiny.
Good stuff. Damitra.
I thank you. I'm definitely proud of Donnie Glover making better things for bigger businesses in Baltimore.
Bless the Lord. You've been watching the Glover Report. I'm just at a loss for words right here at WPB Networks, home of WPBradio.com.